Welcome to Warrior Wednesday. First of all, Happy New Year. It's 2020. We're officially in 2020. Vision 2020 is upon us. And so I can't believe it. Today's 1/1/2020, January 1st of 2020. And it's just amazing how this past decade went by so fast. And we're in a new decade, new year, new chapter in life, and I'm choosing to spend time with you guys because I love you, and I'm doing this video especially for you. So with that being said, if you're on here live, give me some hearts so I can see you, and if you're catching the replay, comment with hashtag replay so I can acknowledge you. And so I'm going to make this video super quick today because it is New Year's Day, and if you're on here live, I acknowledge you for being on here live. I see people on here live. I just don't know who is on here live. It's not giving me any information, which is kind of interesting. Hi, Annette. Good to see you. Yay. Okay. Awesome. Now I'm starting to see people. Awesome. Good. Okay, cool. So today we're going into part 2 of extracting your gift. Hey, Laura, thanks for tuning in. And the intention behind it is for you to be in your power and also to extract your gift so you can make a difference in the world. And that's the intention. And I also, like in your challenge for this week, I have it's 3 parts, and it's very, very specific for a very specific reason. So stay tuned to the end so that you know what it is. Okay. So if you haven't caught last week's part 1 of how to extract your superpowers and how you can identify what your gifts are, then my request of you, an invitation for you, is to go back to part 1. And the quickest way for you to do that is to go into my YouTube channel, which is Zena Solomon. So you can find the video, go over the 5 questions. There are 10 questions in total that you get to take time to explore and answer that will support you in identifying what your talents are. So if you haven't done that yet, go back to video 1, part 1, do the work so that we're building on top of it, and then we're going into part 2 today. So yay! And again, you can go onto my YouTube channel to access that with ease. Okay, so we talked about last week, we talked about what is your gift, what are your gifts, what are your superpowers, and essentially a gift is something that is natural, that comes natural to you, and it is an ability of yours. It's something that it was given to you, you were born with it, you have a knack for it, so that type of thing. Okay, so now going into the questions. Okay, so last week we covered 5. This week we're covering the 5 other questions, and so the first question from this part is, you get to ask yourself is, what makes you the happiest and brings you the most money? So if you're not sure, take some time to journal about this. And if you're not clear, in my experience, when you take time to journal, things will pop up and open up for you. Or you can ask a friend or ask people around you that know you very, very well. So what makes you the happiest and what brings you the most money? So you get to connect with that. Number 2. What are your life turning points? What are some turning points in your life that you had an experience in that you've learned from, that you have used your talents in, that you can teach others how to navigate and facilitate some turning points in your life? Hey, Felipe, awesome to see you. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Gary, awesome to see you as well. So what are your turning points in life? Identify those. There's so many. If you want to take some time and look at this past decade and see what happened in this past decade, what were some of your turning points? Awesome. If you want to go back all the way to your experience, whatever that experience is, go for it. So identify what your top life turning points are so that you're clear and you get to connect with, well, how did you navigate those turning points? How did you navigate those difficult moments? Hey, Liz, great to see you, love. Happy New Year. All right, number 3, when are you fearless? When do you feel like you're fearless, you're unstoppable, you're on fire, you're confident? So identify those moments. What are those moments for you? When do you feel fearless? When do you feel unstoppable? When do you feel that you can, take charge? You know what I'm saying? So when are those moments? And notice what comes up for you when you're in those spaces, and where are you in those spaces, and identify what your gifts are from those spaces. Okay, so that's number 3. Hey, Robert, great to see you. Yay, awesome, love this. All right, number 4. What can you see more clearly than others? So, we all are very, very different. We all have different perspectives in life and of life. And so what do you see differently that others don't see that gives them insight, that gives them wisdom, that gives them that inspiration? And so whatever that is for you, that is one of your gifts. So I wanted to point that out because that is something you can add to your toolbox of all of the gifts that you have. Okay, so that's number 4. And number 5, what do your friends ask you for advice about? So what do people ask you for advice about? Your friends, your family, people in your network. What do they reach out to you for? What do they ask you for advice with? That's an indication on what is it that you're good at, because people reach out to people that they see they're good at stuff to ask them for advice on. So what do people reach out to you for advice on? And that would give you a really good sense and really good gauge on what you're naturally gifted in. So those are your those are your 5 questions. Actually, they're 10. So there's 5 from this week, 5 from last week. Again, if you haven't watched last week, go to my YouTube channel, access part 1, and then do the work. So spend some time. So here's your mission for this week, just to keep it super laser. Okay. So there's 3 parts to this mission, and I'm super excited to share this with you. Okay. So the first part is watch part 1 and part 2 and do the work. So share what your biggest gifts are. If you already know what your biggest gifts are, then share it right here, right now. Like, what are your biggest gifts? Like, Robert, I know you're very gifted, like you're very, musically talented. So that's something you're very gifted in. So what else are you gifted in? Share. You know what I'm saying? So share what your gifts are so you inspire other people and we all learn from each other. Okay. So that's number 1. Share what your biggest gifts are from doing this work. Number 2, since we're starting a new decade, a new year, what are you leaving behind in 2019 that no longer serves you, that has no longer served you? Because we've already crossed the line in time into a new decade and also into a new year. What have you left behind, and what are you committed to leaving behind in 2019? So share what that is for you so that you also get to inspire other people. And then number 3, what is your word for 2020? What is the word that you're committed to in 2020 that you're focusing on, that is your vision, that you're like, okay, 2020, this is my year, this is my word. Like, one of the years I had was transformation. I created transformation. This year, my word is impact. That is my word for 2020, impact and influence. So that's what I'm committed to, and all my focus will be on creating impact for people and reaching as many people as possible, because that's my vision. So with that being said, those are your missions for this week. Tag other people and share. I want you to share because I want to hear from you, because it brings me fuel and inspiration when I hear from my peeps, because I care about. I'm only doing this for you guys, just so you know. I mean, I could be doing other things, but I'm here because I care about you guys. Okay, so tag other people, share, and yeah, that's a wrap. And we'll see you. I'm so excited because 2020 is just going to be phenomenal. I have a feeling like 2020 is such a powerful number. Vision 2020, clarity, consistency, anything, overcoming challenges, creating abundance. It's just such a powerful, powerful word. Do you guys feel it, or is it just me? Like, do you feel like 2020 is going to be awesome? If you do, just give me some hearts so I know. So with that being said, I'm excited for 2020, excited for this new year, new decade. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Same time, same station, Warrior Wednesday, 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I look forward to hearing from you. Bye for now.